Welcome all to Discord discussion, where we have fun topics to talk about, and we somehow are within the topics. It may look like we're distracted, but we're actually on topic. Today's subject is actually it's a late one because we couldn't really do it before, but glad we did it now. It's cold where I'm at. We're talking about the fall season, guys. We're talking about the pumpkin spice overreaction. We're talking about the pumpkin patches. We're talking anything about pumpkin. And we're talking about stories and just how we feel about the changing of the seasons. Obviously, I'm wearing Harry Potter stuff because, for one, this sweater is so comfortable and perfect. I woke up, I was like, I'm putting this on, I'm making coffee. And now, big sip. And now we're going to be talking about fall. And let's actually get into the one of the topics, pumpkin spice mayhem. Sean, you work in coffee. What what can you tell us about the pumpkin spice trend that sweeps the nation sometimes?
Oh my word. So I was the person who got so we get like all of our shipments in,
Hmm.
and we get them weekly for like the release ones. I was the one who put all the pumpkin spice away when we first got it. I got like 10, no, 18 boxes of pumpkin spice sauce. Boxes have four of each, and it was like,
Yeah, so that's 72
yeah.
bits of pumpkin spice flavoring.
And I had last night we were reorganizing uh because we were actually going through pumpkin spice because we've been going through it like crazy. Um
It's the season for pumpkin spice.
Tis the season, and I still have like what I think we had 6 boxes last night still,
Oh my
and we
gosh.
just keep getting more.
Okay, so real quick, I know I'm interrupting. How big are these boxes? Like I'm curious to know this.
They're
They're
about
like the
this big.
Oh, that's still a lot of
they're those
pumpkin
squirt
spice.
that's the squirt of the concentrated flavoring, right?
Each of the bottles, so there's 4 bottles per box. Each of those bottles is 64 ounces of straight pumpkin, and we do like 4 ounces per cup. So
So so that's enough sauce to like m- overfill your hydro flask, Garrett.
Oh,
yes,
Sean,
you could drink a hydro flask of pumpkin,
that's not my question, Sean. So essentially, are you good with the pumpkin spice sauce?
dude.
It can't.
Busted down
It's
sexual
a
style.
style.
No, bust it down seasonal style.
Oh, that's
Go to
good.
with that
Oh
pumpkin.
gosh. All right, Jensen. So, what's your experience with the pumpkin spice?
Uh, I love it.
Oh, so you're one of them basic white boys. I see.
I never claimed not to be.
I mean,
Um,
it's okay. We're not judging you here. We're only judging you in our heads.
that's fair. Says the boy in complete Hufflepuff get up.
Hey, I ain't ashamed of it. I actually watched the movies.
I'm I'm judging you. So, for me, the pumpkin spice flavor is just fun to have. It's totally overdone, but like so obviously I'm dating a girl who avoids Starbucks but loves pumpkin spice.
Oh my gosh. I don't. So I
Oh
don't know
no,
what
actually
it
she
is.
doesn't like pumpkin spice because
She's
she
normal.
she is if you guys know about the Enneagram, she's a 4. So if she likes to be unique and the pumpkin spice craze is definitely not up her alley. and I don't drink coffee, so it's like I'd rather have a pumpkin pie or
Jensen,
pumpkin pie pancakes. You remember that, Garrett?
I do remember that, but also Jensen, I gotta say, I think I'm on that whole I don't want to be normal. Like, look what I am wearing.
Garrett, you were never on the normal spectrum.
Yeah,
Thank you.
nobody ever thought you were normal, Garrett.
Some people have, and I was
Of the
offended.
list of the list of things people have accused you of being, normal is not one of them.
Insane, crazy. I took that as a compliment. But anyways, back to pumpkin spice, Jen. I'm so
Michael,
sorry.
unique.
Anyways,
That's about the extent of it. Like, I like pumpkin and stuff. I like to throw a little pumpkin pie seasoning into stuff I make on occasion.
mm, excellent work, Mr. Ventura. Now it is my turn to share my experience with the spice of pumpkin. All right, so I don't know why I'm all Harry Potter themed today. It's just
That was actually really good.
oh, thank you. But up in the coffee shop we have up here because we have two. It used to be called Higher Grounds. It's now called Pure Bean because of a
Yeah, still
company.
mad about that.
Still mad, yeah, but I will forever call it Higher Grounds. But one of the things they have is the fall season latte. It's pumpkin spice with pecan extract, and it's like white mocha, and it's like it's not just pumpkin spice. I have it. It's like this is the best freaking thing ever. Because like I love pumpkin spice. I literally have pumpkin spice creamer in my coffee right now. But I think to a certain extent, it's always gotten annoying to me. Like some people hype it up too much. I will usually have one cup and be like, I'm done with the hype. I'm gonna go switch to peppermint mocha when Black Friday comes around because I know peppermint is my favorite. But like that's the
Better
Christmas.
of the seasonal flavors.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think the Christmas season is gonna be Christmas and Thanksgiving are gonna be a later episode. But pumpkin spice is a good one. Like I freaking love pumpkin pie. And bro, speaking of seasonal stuff, I had to refrain myself from getting this.
Okay, eggnog is an entirely different
That
story.
is an entirely different story. I'm just like, you. We were talking about seasonal stuff. It's like eggnog. Halloween, you failed your job.
No, no, eggnog is
No, no,
a
no.
Christmas thing.
We're going to talk about Halloween in a little bit, but we're going to finish with the pumpkin spice, which is it's good. It's overhyped as heck, but I'll give it points. It is a very tasty coffee in the morning.
Hmm.
As someone who sells a lot of it, I will say that it really seems to be that people, right when it came out, were like, heck yeah, pumpkin, let's get some pumpkin stuff. And then it slowly but surely fizzled out to people who just like the pumpkin flavor and people who've never had the pumpkin flavor before.
So essentially, people who wanted, like, who are normal enough being like, I like pumpkin stuff, and they're now selling it. However, there's a huge line just to get it. I'm going to wait until it fizzles out.
Yeah, so I would say
That's
it
the smart
definitely has
people.
fizzled out in terms of like who's ordering pumpkin. There's still a lot, but it's generally people who are like, "Yeah, pumpkin's back," and I'm like, "It's been back for a little bit, buds." And then it's the other group of people who are just like, "Oh, cool, pumpkin. Yeah, sure, I'll take some." I literally had this whole conversation with the customer because they were talking about it, and they were like, "I hate pumpkin," and I was like,
Don't go to
"Okay,
the don't go to
yeah,
the pumpkin patch. Do
yeah, yeah,
not tell them about the pumpkin
don't
patches.
don't okay guys, there's down this way, just don't make a right." No, but no, they were talking like they were like, "I despise pumpkin. It's like the worst flavor ever. Do you have any seasonal drinks?" And I was like, uh,
Tell them about the pumpkin spice.
pumpkin. But yeah, it was just like, you want seasonal, but you don't want pumpkin? We actually do have this apple crisp or whatever with this apple brown sugar syrup that actually is pretty good. Uh Last year it was not the best, but this year they've changed it, and I think it's better.
So kind of like a formula change to amplify the flavor.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is really strong though. Like in the drink that it's intended to be in, it tastes really good. But if you put any of that syrup in another drink, it is so overpowering. It's just
Um,
like peppermint. Peppermint's incredibly overpowering of a flavor.
oh yeah, like I think logically, like the syrup is the purest form of it. However, it's too
It's like an
powerful.
essential oil.
Exactly. So you need to have something to counter it out. Hence, coffee.
Oh,
But can I tell you something that they did real quick, just before we change topics to another thing? Paul, at the Higher Grounds coffee shop up here, one thing I love during summer. Oh, Sean's hiding. Hey, Sean. But one thing they did during July, they had a drink called the Christmas in July. And
I love that idea.
and for that month, it was like, hey, so since they know me, it's like, hey, Cozy Cabin, which is the caramel frappuccino, which I love better than Starbucks. No offense, Sean.
None taken. The caramel frappuccino tastes like dog food and caramel.
Yeah, but like I've gone to this coffee shop so much at this point. They're like, oh, hey, Garrett, would you like your usual? It's like, let me mix it up a bit. And they're like, he's changing the system. But it's like when I saw the whole Christmas in July thing, they looked at the menu. It's like, you want the Christmas in July? And I was like, yes, please. Fourth of
Yes, I
July.
want Christmas in July.
But like, yeah, like they had Christmas in July, and it was like my favorite drink. And I'm waiting until after Thanksgiving. It's like Black Friday. That time, that's when I switch over to peppermint because oh my gosh, peppermint mocha is the best for me. But we're gonna change topics unless Jensen, you want to add something.
I was just gonna comment on your almost Venom impression that you did.
You know how you have that deep voice in the morning? I'm trying to
Yeah.
counter act that right now and just trying to have my whole high pitch morning voice.
No, no, oh, wait,
But it's
no, it wasn't. But you, when you're talking about the flavor
in my
change
head, maybe.
and you did the freak out, all I could think of was, "Eddie, he's changing the flavors."
Okay.
I just want to jump in on the fact that you said that. We get regulars all the
With
time.
fall comes the pumpkin patches.
I, I do, I've, we've been to a pumpkin patch once, but I don't think we actually paid to get any pumpkins.
But it's like pumpkin patches. That was a long like turn away, which was still in the topic of pumpkin patches. Uh
Mildly.
mildly.
Tangents. Tangents on tangents on tangents.
Tangents on tangents on tangents.
This
But
episode
pumpkin
has been brought to you by Distractable.
this episode is
What's
brought to you by a sponsor that we don't actually have. But it's like
what's a better sponsor for a podcast than a podcast?
This
Recon
episode
Shadow Legends. Listen to your
this
music
episode is
and
brought
take
to you
on
by
the doom. Grass, whenever they're cut, releases a smell that deters animals away. Joke's on you, I'm into that crap. Till we meet again. Well, like, we gotta get back on topic now. Now we're off topic. I don't want to get
Oh,
sued by distractables, but pumpkin patches. We've had some stories. We've had some experiences. I had some experiences as of late, as of last year. What are your guys's? But Jensen, you were gonna say something. Say something.
I haven't had any experiences really with pumpkin patches. I have that vague memory from when we were little, but I'm probably gonna be doing apple picking on a similar branch.
Jensen, you have a
Pun
girlfriend.
intended.
pumpkins grow on branches.
Okay, so here's the thing, you guys. I gotta say this. Sean, you're married. Jen, you have a girlfriend. Why haven't you gone yet? I don't have a reason to go. Oh, that's a pretty darn good reason. Sean, you gotta explain yourself. Jensen, help me out here.
Money.
Imagine I'm looking up into Sean's screen.
Wait, is Jensen here for me?
Yes.
Money.
I have friends I can go with, and I don't have money issues.
I wish I had friends.
Wait a minute. Come on. Would you like to talk about it? I've been through therapy, man. I can
I was
help
about
you.
to say we start doing therapy.
We have a therapeutic episode. It's like, screw
Hello,
the
welcome
pumpkin
to the
patch.
therapy episode of Garrett Man Discord discussions.
Discord discussions with Dr. Ventura.
Hmm.
Come on. Do you want to talk about it? Like, are me and Jensen not your friends? Wait a minute. We're not just friends, Jensen. We are brothers. We're old brothers here. Brother. No, we're not just
Brother.
we're not just brothers. We're family. We're family. La familia. We're not.
Amelia.
I am Groot.
You pumpkin patches. Jensen, you don't have much of a story, so Sean.
I absolutely love pumpkin patches. We went to a pumpkin patch last year. Oh man, that didn't work
Oh,
out
yeah.
very well. We went to a pumpkin patch last year. Me and my wife and my parents,
Oh.
and I think my sister was there.
It was like a
I don't
vague
remember.
memory. Like everything was clear as day, but there's like a little TV
There's
static
like a
whenever.
goblin in the corner that may or may not have been my sister.
If she hears this is a we're gonna have a huge
Don't worry,
talking
I
to
call her
later.
goblin all the time.
Okay, so we're semi safe, but anyways.
Semi. You guys aren't. I am. So, but we went to a pumpkin patch and it was a great time. They did like a whole pumpkin tour thing. It was near Fashion Island. It was a great time, but they had a pumpkin cannon, and that was the best.
I'm sorry. What?
It shot pumpkins. It was like a potato cannon, but instead it was pumpkins.
Obviously, you're not gonna shoot like big old pumpkins. You're just gonna
No.
shoot the little guys.
No, it was big pumpkins.
I think
It was like the size you think of a pumpkin. When you think, oh, that's a pumpkin, you're thinking like this big. That's how big it was.
Do you remember the
It was-
place? Because I think I've been there several times.
It was it was near Fashion Island. That's how I remember about it. Oh yeah, my sister was there. I remember now.
Oh, no goblin. She's there.
You're like, I
Yeah, no,
remember
still a
we shot
goblin.
her out of the cannon.
Yeah, we tried to at least. They didn't let us. They
Oh,
said she was
gosh.
too big.
Awkward
But they
silence.
said to decapitate her.
Sean!
Her head might fit.
Monetization, please. I don't want to get
Oh, sorry.
demonetized.
If we could unalive her specifically in her neck region. Man,
Okay.
does that help?
Okay, that's fine.
I absolutely love the idea that it gets to that, and I just say, if you could beep 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 beep.
I have not figured out the whole bleeping situation right now.
That stupid sound where it's like, "Quack."
Thing.
Yeah, but to
Oh.
ew. Bull.
God dang it, Bobby.
God dang it, Bobber.
I swear. You don't know anything about propane and propane tanks accessories, so I gotta
Wow,
teach you a
look,
lesson.
I know what a JPEG is.
I want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. But like, I gotta tell the story about my experiences.
Oh.
This is one. Oh, this is one pumpkin patch that It was fun. We didn't get any pumpkins, but it was so like it's the one that's closest. Like it's between Merino Valley and where I'm at. And if you know about that one, it's like it's the only one close by, and it's like it's fun. The corn maze was a bit disappointing because there's trash and people actually pushed through the whole corn stacks, being like, "Hey, shortcut!" But it's like
Oh, I love that.
I found some corn there too. No duh. It's on the floor, and it's like, ooh, corn. Garrett, don't eat that. You don't know how many
Corn.
people touch that. And it's like, we've been through
But it has the
2020.
juice.
It has the juice. We gotta stop doing this.
I
But
can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
like, there's this one memory that I had since this one had like roller coasters, little roller coasters. This is like little eight kind of diagonal thing where the cart itself spun around. Me and a friend of mine who were there, we looked at each other like, Mumu ride! Mumu ride! Mumu ride! And everyone was looking at us like, what the heck? And it's like, Mumu ride, don't you see? Mumu ride. And there's a petting zoo. Like this place was like it had a lot of stuff. It's just the most disappointing thing about it was the food trucks because I had these pretzels, which is like, oh, you know what you're looking for in a pretzel, right? You know, it was bread. It
It was
was
just bread.
it was just bread that looked like a pretzel. I was deceived
Did it just taste like a plain bagel?
a little bit. Yeah,
Dude, I've had that. I'm like, this is not a pretzel, this is a bagel.
I had that, and I'm disappointed. Ah!
Like it wasn't even at least a soft pretzel. It was just bread.
It was just bread.
No, yeah,
I said the same thing.
it was just bread.
Ew.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, here's some not here's some
Bread.
cheese sauce for your bread. Oh, but
Bread.
that's my story. It's like I want to go to another pumpkin patch, but there is another that is not about a pumpkin patch. It's about an apple orchard. So this place is like apple themed. You can get some ciders. You can get apple cider mini donuts, which are so good. That was a better experience, even though there was the gift shop and just looking through the orchard. It was much better because there's a lot more to do there for the little bit. But with the fall season comes some of the little things in life. The transitions from the hot summer days into the cool autumn days. The leaves turning yellow. The seasons going colder. Sometimes to the point when it starts snowing in some mountainy areas. However, snow is not our concern. The colors of fall and the decorations that are out on the store shelves. The little things, oops, I spit. The little things in life about fall. What are some of your guys' things that you personally enjoy about the fall season? This could be anything.
One thing that I will say,
Mhm.
because we can't have a fall themed episode without someone saying it. I absolutely love that everyone thinks they're original, talking about the fact that in Europe we call it autumn based off of the god Autumnus and blah 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 blah. We
Okay.
call it fall because the leaves fall down. Like,
And they look pretty
I
falling down.
it's I freaking love that. It's just so funny. Um, just because everyone's like acting like, oh yeah, that's so like dumb
Alright.
Americans, and it's hilarious. I love those memes.
Honestly,
Um,
I think when it comes to saying fall or autumn, I like to switch between the two. Because fall is essentially like, yeah, the leaves are falling, things are falling down and are like moving on, but it's like autumn is like that much nicer thing. Like if you want to say, hey, would you guys like to enjoy this autumn day with me? Like you can use either one and it's fine, but it's like I didn't know that. Jensen.
Personally, I also use both. Actually,
Yeah.
I
Hey,
I use both interchangeably. I feel like I use them depending on what I'm referring to. Like if I'm
mm,
referring to something specific, um, I'll like switch between fall or autumn.
okay, that makes sense. Hey Jensen, are you still here with us? Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just
Alright.
waiting my turn.
Alright, guess what? You got your turn.
I'm not ready.
It's
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna
Leviosa!
be talking
No,
about
I'm
fall.
totally. I actually am ready.
Okay.
Uh, I think my favorite thing about fall would probably be the smells. I think, or
Mmm.
more specifically, the spices.
Oh yeah.
Like
Are
I
we including pumpkin spice or those bags of pine cones that you see at stores like
all of it,
Winco with the cinnamon and it just makes your house smell nice for a year? I just have
all of it. The cinnamon, the
ooh.
clove, nutmeg, all of it is. As an adult, I'm like totally into this spices. Like chai is one of my favorite stuff, especially if you can make it like close to the original, like very very spicy, very very strong spices with a very rich sweet milk. It's
Let me tell
delicious.
you, uh, we
Why are
have
we
someone at my church. His name is John Cadiz. He makes god dang the best chai I've ever had in my life. Because he has like traditional experience.
Chai,
Yeah.
as in you eat just the chais, or is like you put
No,
this
like the
chai?
chai drink.
Oh,
Chai tea is chai tea, which just means tea tea, is uh
tea tea
it's
tea tea.
it's a mix of cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg, basically. Oh, and sometimes star anise.
Ooh.
And you roast it, you grind it up, you brew it in milk, and then you obviously strain out and you aerate it. And it's super like when you sweeten it, it's super sweet. It's
Oh, it's
like
so good. I'm
That
like
there's
actually
sounds
addicted to it.
delicious.
there's this
Ah!
one TikToker who he's like Indian Christian or something, and he always talks about his most of his videos is just him making chai in some way or another, and he'll be talking about it and he'll have like a very smooth voice, and then he'll just be like you get your you get your star anise, you get your cinnamon, you put them in the grinder and you crush, and I'll go like that, crush, and then he'll like toast it, and then he'll it's so much fun to watch, and he judges videos based off that. It's amazing to watch, and I
Jensen has
think
based his life on this man.
no, it was just a time in my it's like it's about it's about as much based in my life as sea shanties. But uh the whole reason for my love of spices probably goes into our time in Mexico when that season where our house is filled with cinnamon stuff is the times when our family visited the most and we got to have like the most fun
Oh
memories.
yeah. So little fun fact for me and Jensen. I think we've covered it vaguely, but I just want to like actually get this out of the way. We lived in Mexico for a couple of years. He moved out
Oh,
as
you
a
missionary boys.
yeah, we were missionary boys. But in Mexico, they do not celebrate Thanksgiving. So the whole
Not
skipping
as
things,
much.
well, if not at all, because like you got to remember at the stores, whenever Halloween is over, it's straight on to Christmas. So
Oh, you're right.
they get a whole month of 2 months of Christmas essentially. So the only ones who are actually celebrating it are those who were born in America and who are currently visiting and or live there. Hence, me and Jensen,
You
because
guys.
yeah, like these were some of the smallest Thanksgivings ever, but they were still pleasant. But they weren't as extravagant as they are in the U.S. But I think what I gotta say something about the fall season that I love is the fact that the fall season to me is the beginning of the holiday seasons with essentially the big three of the holidays.
The big three.
Just like how Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece are the big three of Shonen Jump, these are the big three of holidays. New Year's is its own thing because New Year's is the transition to the new year, but
Yeah, New Year's is
Halloween,
technically not on the same year.
exactly.
No,
Halloween.
New Year's is Dragon Ball because it comes first.
Okay, but like you understand, right? It's like after summer, like when you hit October,
Nice.
excuse me, October is the beginning of this amazing holiday season, which starts with Halloween, which I've grown to love. I have friends who, in the area we're in, when we go down to do shopping, we stop by Spirit Halloween because it's so much fun just to go and look around. That's
Spirit
a,
Halloween.
that's gonna be a topic. We're gonna add that.
Yeah.
but it's like, but it's like we get to experience one of these holidays at a time, and then during summer, I was like, man, I can't wait for Spirit Halloween to open. And Joel's wife, December, was like, Garrett, it's only summer. We got to enjoy the summer. It's like, I can't help it. I love fall. I don't like the heat, man. Mexico ruined that for me.
Like, let's get out of the heat, man.
I hate the heat. I don't like it. I love the cozy weather where I can bundle up in blankets like a little cinnamon roll.
Oh, I needed to add something.
That's all
I
you.
saw the gears going in your head.
I was thinking, what voice should I do? And I was like, wait.
What the yuck?
What the yuck?
Okay,
Gosh.
but like for me with the fall season, it's like little things. Spirit Halloween, candy corn sometimes. I still have a jar of candy corn from like 3 years ago. I'm not gonna touch that sucker.
What?
To me, just the fall season, the transition from the hot summer days to the cold ones. It's just the cold fall days. I love that transition. I love wearing beanies. I'm been starting to wear beanies as of late, and it's just more comfortable to me. Like I prefer the cold anytime. And people are like, "Oh man, summer's over. No more swimsuit season." It's like, good, good. But it's like I love to bundle up in blankets. I love to be cozy and warm when I wake up and when I take off my blankets to get ready for work. That cold, like morning air, just like, ooh, I'm awake. Let's get some coffee. It's like that. Those little things to me, it's like fall is a good time to just enjoy the coolness. Like we're done with summer. We're done with the heat. We're done with the swimsuit seasons. Let's get ready for nice warm sweaters, a good drink, and a good book to read. That was very sentimental. Let's
Bouncing off of that. With the weather changes,
mhm.
how it getting colder. I would venture to say that it still is swimsuit season, mostly because I I like have like a strangely high resistance to cold weather. Um, I love the cold weather. Like it is my favorite time. Um,
John, can I tell you how cold it is up here right now?
yes,
Or show
please.
you?
Ooh, oh,
50. It is a
I would
brisk.
love to walk around barefoot in that weather.
It's a brisk 53. However, it's going to get up to 73. So I'm going to
Oh,
take this. I'm going to take this get up off, but it's going to start cooling down like crazy. But like, you can handle the cold and still wear your swimsuit, but you're pale, my friend. You
yeah,
don't
yeah,
get any tan during fall.
He's a
That's
European
exactly.
boy.
go to a tanning salon then, bro. Let's
Oh
see.
my God,
Let's see the.
ew.
Let's see the Golden God. Come
No,
on.
I would get sunburned in a tanning salon. I
I
might get
feel
sunburned by these lights.
I feel like if you were to get a golden tan, you'd just be monochromatic from hair to skin to everything.
Wouldn't it be like a Cheeto
I was
flavored Oreo stuffing at this point?
Ew, ew.
They had
That's so
Swedish
gross.
fish, but they have pumpkin thing now. Like I think they're doing like
Oh,
a
it's so
pumpkin
good.
Oreo,
Yeah,
but
this pumpkin pie Oreo is delicious.
they had Swedish fish. So Cheetos are not off the table essentially, man. They made flaming hot Mountain Dew. I don't know how I feel about that, but we got to get back on to the topic of swimsuit seasons into the fall for you.
Yeah, I really love cold weather and I like literally I could wear anything like when I was young when my family and the Montoyas went up to Big Bear. I got frostbite on my feet because I was running around barefoot in the snow and I didn't realize that I was getting frostbite on my feet. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think it might be a bad thing,
Oh, hold
but
on.
I just
You
don't get cold.
you said that, and I've realized I gotta switch into something more comfortable because I have my fuzzy Crocs on. Ugh. Gentlemen, here's the best part. I'm bringing up the Uggs.
Oh god, ugh.
Oh, we're twins.
Yay! There we go. I'm more fall themed. Don't look at my shorts. Don't look at my sexy legs.
We're gonna have to
The
pixelate
sexy
that,
leg
Garrett.
statement.
Sexy legs. But
Sexy legs.
you decided. How old were you when this happened, Sean?
I don't know. I want to say what
How
it
old were
was
you 6 months ago?
Montoya's. So wow. So I want to say it was. I was probably anywhere between 6 and 8, maybe 8. Was when they still had the truck. So yeah, probably around there. I was like, I got dang near frostbite on my feet. They put me in the truck. They prop my feet up, and because it's not a good idea to blow hot air on something that's damaged like that, you have to do like lukewarm air.
So you gotta like ease into the hot
Slowly ease it
first.
up. Yeah, like
Oh,
if you get a burn on your hand, don't put it under cold water, put it under lukewarm water. And it helps, right? So
I
I had
never
to do
had
that with my
frostbite
feet.
before.
It was so bad. It was so painful. I didn't get any lasting effects, but I did have like skin like I had like a scar on the bottom of my foot. I want to say it was my left foot for like a couple years. Eventually it went away.
Oh,
But
dang.
yeah, it was bad, and it was just like eventually because I'm running around in the snow, just having a good time. You know, we're playing, doing all this different stuff, and then at some point, I'm like, my feet hurt, and I thought, maybe I stepped on something in the snow, like a rock or something, right?
Mm.
So I'm fine, and I kept running around, and then at one point, I was like, no, wait, my feet hurt a little bit too much.
That's a
It's
thought
my feet.
process only you can do. And it makes
Well,
sense.
like I've just always been like an insane person, I guess, because like I get injured and I'm just like, okay.
Insane. Jensen, are we insane? Yes, we are. Jensen, you
We're
gotta
very much insane.
yeah, you gotta contribute to this, Jen. You gotta contribute. But
Okay, well, my contribution, if we're going to talk about transitioning into fall, is the ghost. It's the headless huntsman of the season, which is the Spirit Halloween shops.
oh, we're switching to
Which
Halloween.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna just talk about how Spirit Halloween embodies like the spirit, literally the spirit of Halloween. Like, have you ever thought about how the stores work?
They possess an old store that was abandoned. Oh.
They out of nowhere they come and
But anyway, Spirit of Halloween, they embody what Halloween is and whatnot. But can you explain more, or did I ruin it with that stupid thought of mine?
Fear
I mean,
Halloween is the best store
It is.
at
It
all.
it is. It's expensive, honestly, but it's like I think those prices to me, they make a little bit of sense.
I think they're reasonably priced for the
Season?
hype
Yeah,
because a lot of things are really expensive unless you go to like specifically discount stores.
yeah. And I think with Spirit Halloween, there's a lot more things you can get. Like you don't just get the costumes and stuff, which are there, like they're readily available there. But you actually get like other decorations. You get some like mugs, like what is there? Socks, beanies. You get every single thing to decorate your home.
Latex makeup.
Yes,
oh my gosh, like the fake scars and all that.
Yeah.
I just been seeing the Demon Slayer one with Tanjiro's scar right here, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
that would be so good.
oh,
Oh, it
actually,
looks
hold
so
on, hold
You're
on,
you're a fall themed Tanjiro right now.
hold on. It gets better.
Pika shorts.
Pikachu.
All right, fine. Give me a second.
It's not real, sadly, because I have to do some paperwork and stuff. Oh, swords. But this is essentially a thing for
Oh,
Halloween
it's
that I.
Blackblade.
It's Tanjiro's from Demon Slayer. Have you not?
Oh,
It's like
oh,
mine. Mine's made of wood, and it was actually like a gray. I had it spray painted black, and it's glossy too, so it's like it works very well.
nice.
Oh,
Hey Garrett, do you know the proper way to put away a katana?
probably. So it's like ah,
Yes, just like that.
ow, ow.
Oh,
Let's talk about a candy that we were talking about semi-fermenting for some weird reason. Candy corn.
Love it.
Really?
my wife loves candy corn. I love candy corn. She has a jar that is a little ghost on the top and it says spooky on the side and it is filled with candy corn.
Not
If it's
spoopy?
the best, not spoopy, but spooky, because
Dang
they don't
it.
really sell much that says spoopy.
Well, that's sad. But
But yeah, it's delicious. It's the
here-
corn of candies.
here's the thing about candy corn and just candy around Halloween time.
It doesn't have the juice.
But I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
That's true.
But here's the thing about candy corn and just the candy of Halloween. After, like, when it's on sale, but even during Halloween, for some reason, candy corn and this candy just hits differently during Halloween. Like,
It slaps.
it does.
It slaps so hard.
I don't know why. Like, Reese's Pieces, like, for example, when they're in the pumpkin mold, for some reason, I don't know what it is, you eat those suckers and are like, oh, this is so good. Why? Like, I cannot express how concerning this is to me. Like, depending on the season, the candy is better.
It's the same thing with peppermint.
You got a point. You're not out of line, but you still have a point. But it's like,
I,
Jensen, what do you have to say about this?
I actually almost religiously avoid candy corn until the temperature drops below 75.
Ooh, don't come up here. It's 73, Jen. Do not come up here.
No, then
Or
it's below
do.
75, so I can go up there. I can have candy corn up there.
You're just like, you're up here. Garrett, where's the candy corn?
Garrett, get me that candy corn now.
The temperature, like,
Full breathing. First form. Get the heck out of here.
you see your thermostat drop to 74, you hear a knock at your door, it's me going, where's the candy corn?
And you hear me like,
Pouring down his face.
Jen, I don't have it. We gotta go to Winco.
You promise? Swear to me.
Brother, I swear to you, cause candy corn is the perfect candy for the season.
You open your door and Jensen just grabs you and you're like teleported to Winco.
No, he grabs me, I grab him, we are at Winco, and we just go right under the thing, and we're just like, and
And he
when
runs out so you go to a different Winco, like farther away.
no, here's the thing.
It's like this
We sit on the
insane loop.
scale so like we can pay for what we've consumed. And we're
You guys
like,
aren't thieves.
damn, how much do we owe? You owe $100. Worth it.
Next door.
Next door.
You and I do the whole Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator, you son of a duck. And we're just there.
I was thinking we run like what the police officer from Cloudy the Chance of Meatballs. We're just like
Candy corn. So here's the thing with me and candy corn. I think I've said it. I don't like it as much at a certain point because it's just like really like pure sugar melted down into a candy, which I just explained what candy is most of the time. But it's like I,
That's literally what I was gonna say. You like
yeah,
candy?
yeah, like I'm grateful I got myself, but it's like that's the thing with like candy corn to me. It's good for a certain amount of time, but if you're like, let's say, listening to that one song that you like on repeat, you're gonna get tired of it. I'd rather savor that than like if someone offers me candy corn, I'm gonna be like, I would gladly take some candy corn. I'm not gonna get a big old bag from Winco. We're not sponsored, but I thought Winco's a good place to get this stuff. And I'm not gonna like just eat it like a bowl of cereal. I want to savor it. I want to savor the fall season, you know. So the whole skit about me and Jensen just going to Winco and Winco doing the great candy corn heist of the century is totally fake. We're not gonna eat all the candy corn, guys. We're not that.
Why not?
Our metabolism can't handle it.
Your metabolism can't handle it.
Jen's can't. I could probably handle that.
Your
All right, so
Can't handle that.
The Slim Jim respond.
Slim Jim responds to Discord discussion. Son of a duck, I'm in.
Something that surprised me for the
This episode
fall.
is sponsored by Under Ignore.
Like
Sorry,
from
Jensen.
Overwatch. Oh.
Sorry, Jensen, go ahead.
Please.
I think an honorable mention for fall would probably be Stardew Valley.
I,
Since
hmm.
it's every 30 in-game days is you switch to a new season. Like there's a whole 30 in-game days that is devoted to fall.
Okay.
But one that I'm playing lately, obviously most games like Warframe, Deep Rock Galactic, all those have also seasons. I'm actually right now trying to get back into Terraria.
Terraria? Really?
Terraria. Yeah, I just realized they have they're in a part right now where you can just have pumpkins spawn in the map,
Hmm.
and you can make an entire room out of pumpkin walls and pumpkin doors and tables, and the pumpkin pie that you can make, which is just 10 pumpkins, will actually give you it's a medium bump in all your stats instead of a
Interesting.
mild one.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's fun.
I didn't know you're a Terraria guy. I couldn't jump into that game, sadly.
Oh, it's like it's just sideways Minecraft with lower graphics.
Oh my gosh. Let's not get into that. I do not want to hold debate right now. But anyway, Sean, what do you got for video game Halloween slash fall season?
So I think that at least for Halloween,
Hmm.
um, I'm not really like, oh, this game is
I would even say,
like has a Halloween thing,
can I just
but
say
I'm
real
more
quick?
for Halloween games.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Psychonauts.
Ooh, that's
Psychonauts.
that's actually
Oh man.
that's actually a good one.
Really any horror game though too is really fun. I
Phasmophobia.
Asthmaphobia. You know, a lot of people been into that. Oh, into that one.
Would
Some
Alien
time.
Isolation be a horror game essentially? But it's not.
It would be a
Are
it
you
would be a
scared by it?
Huh? Am I
it would be a
scared?
keystone. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Whether or not you're scared by it, that's what makes it horror.
Because I think I tried streaming it, but it's like I'm going to try streaming it again. I want to make a whole skit about me not being scared of the xenomorph, but me wanting to French kiss it for some reason.
Ew.
Because that was the joke. Like on T-shirts, you would just see me getting chapstick, applying chapstick, and the xenomorph just like, oh, like that was gonna be the whole thing. So like that whole me wanting to French kiss it because it's like that's the joke, and it's like every time I say it, instead of being scared, it's like so like with Alien Isolation, I can't be scared of it. However, I would say Dead Space is a good Halloween themed game because that game is horrifying from clips I've seen, but it's apparently really good.
What about Dead by Daylight?
That is the that's actually a Halloween game. Like you get all these Halloween themed characters too. It's like it's basically a Halloween game year round. I have that. I just haven't played it. But we're not talking about the dating
Limbo
sim.
as well. Limbo's
Ooh,
a really good one.
ooh. We can talk about horror games, but like I do want to talk about like just I think because like there are games that do the Halloween theme, and it's like I think the ones I know are Destiny 2, the Overwatch, Splatoon 1. I don't remember. I think we're over Splatoon 2 had the whole trick or treat kind of teams like for Splatfests. Like this year, we're not getting a Halloween theme because we're getting a Pokemon theme of like grass, fire, or water for the new games. Since you can pick three teams now, I'm just like, oh man, I missed the Halloween season. But I get the Pokemon thing, but that's a different story.
Oh, you know what we could play that's fall themed, or vaguely fall themed?
What's that?
Shotgun Farmers.
We could play that. And Sean,
Have
if
you heard
you
of that, Sean? Shotgun Farmers is super fun little FPS where it's like multiplayer, and all of your weapons are vegetables or fruits. Like,
I love that.
and
like
when you shoot them, instead of the stray bullets just disappearing, if you're like shooting like a carrot shotgun or something, you shoot it to the ground, and they actually grow like into new guns. So you are constantly getting ammo.
yes,
That's
like
great.
Well, like
I think the carrot is actually a sniper rifle.
yeah, the carrot is
Or no,
it's a grenade, not a grenade. It's a rocket launcher. But I think shotgun farmer is a good one. I would gift that to you if you don't have it, Sean. It's
I do
like
not.
yeah, I'll gift it to you. But I want to
like what?
My wife's birthday is Halloween.
on Halloween,
It's Halloween, yeah.
like actual like Halloween day, trick or
Like
treat,
on
smell my
December
feet,
31st.
give me a cake to eat kind of day.
I love that. I'm gonna use that.
Please do.
Yeah.
Give me a cake to eat kind of day.
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me a cake to eat on my special day. Yeah, like that's cool. That is. I don't. Oh my gosh, I don't not like when people's birthdays are on a holiday, a specific holiday, Christmas.
It's just I feel like it could possibly be an inconvenience to the
Because
person on
It
their birthday.
yeah,
it
like
really yeah, it really sucks for the person whose birthday it is.
it's like depending on like the parents' perspective, it's like oh Christmas and their birthday, it matches perfectly. So like instead of celebrating their birthday, it's like oh it's Christmas, they're celebrating Jesus' birthday. Jesus is on top, which he
Exactly.
should be. It's just like I think Jesus is looking down, being like, "I am so sorry, man. Like, happy birthday. Like, it's happy birthday. Like, I love you, son. I love you."
I love you. Oh, Israel's birthday is next week.
Ooh, it ain't spooky month, but well, it ain't spooky day, but it is spooky month, so that
It's
counts.
Spooky month.
Wouldn't we? I do want to consider this. Wouldn't Harry Potter be Halloween themed, or is it just a year-round theme, especially Christmas? Because
I
in the
wouldn't
movie,
say
in the movies,
he's a wizard, but he's not a witch.
well, there are wizards and witches in that world because they're learning magic. So it's like they're classified as wizards and or witches. I saw the
Mm,
movies
I
recently,
think it's
so
year round.
yeah, it's year round. So it's like you can do it for any sort of holidays, like summer. Well, not summer, spring, fall, and winter, because they do celebrate Christmas, and they because you see in each movie they celebrate Christmas, and it's interesting. And oh, man, we could talk about Harry Potter, but Jensen has to watch them first because like that was a fun experience because like almost daily, my little friend group up here, they're like, Garrett, we're watching Harry Potter. It's like, all right, I enjoyed it, but to this day, Sean, remember at Universal, we were at the bathroom. I went to the bathroom at Universal by the Wizarding World.
Mhm.
I now despise Moaning Myrtle with a passion. I know what that is. Jensen will tell. I'll tell you later. It's just a character from
Oh,
Harry
that was
Potter.
amazing.
Like, oh
That
my
was so good.
I gotta tell the story now. So in the Wizarding World, Jensen, the
mhm.
theme of it is Harry Potter. There is this character who's in who's a ghost in the girl's bathroom that no one goes in because of her. Her name is Moaning Myrtle, and essentially
She's
she
just
just
crying the whole time.
crying and essentially moaning, which is that's what it sounded like. And then me being there the second time at Universal with the Wizarding World because that's where I got this scarf, and I drank so much butterbeer there.
Oh my god, we drank way too much.
We did drink way too much butterbeer, butterbeer.
Blah, blah,
Blah,
blah,
blah.
blah,
But
blah, blah.
I had to use the restroom because we were in the restaurant the three broom
Three
restaurant.
broomsticks.
Yeah, three broomsticks. Fantastic restaurant. And I was like, okay, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I was sitting in the bathroom. Bathroom's amazingly designed, by the way. It looked good for a bathroom. But you hear Moaning Myrtle doing her crying, moaning sounds. And here I was, literally just trying to relieve myself. It's like, what am I in? What am I listening to? And when I got back, because I kind of had a headache, and I was like, this is like, there was a moaning sound that I don't know if I was in something I was supposed to be. And when I,
It's the funniest thing.
but here's this,
Because
but here's the
we
thing.
all. God.
After when he watched it, I saw the character. My eyes literally opened like, you, I freaking hate you. And then how she like is portrayed in the movies, I saw that. I looked at Joel in December because they were there. They saw this. I was like, I freaking hate her. Thou shalt not hate, but I hate this ghost.
Dude, I totally forgot that you hadn't watched the movies.
I
So
know.
when you came back to the table and you said there was like a weird sound in the restroom, I thought you were just trying to mess with me. Like I thought you were trying to mess with us being like ha 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 Moaning Myrtle's in the restroom, you know? But then once I realized you hadn't seen the movie, I was like, wait, they put Moaning Myrtle in the freaking restrooms.
And because if we wanted to keep to the theme, the audio should have stayed in the girls' restroom. But they decided to do both, and I'm just more.
guys don't miss out.
And it just sound.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It's okay. It just it made me so irritated. And when I saw her in like I think it was the Chamber of Secrets, yeah, I was like,
Chamber of Secrets.
you ruined my bathroom experience at Universal.
It was all your fault.
It was all your fault. Like yeah, that's literally my experience with it, and it was like, Avada you! I'm gonna kill you again. No, I'm gonna unalive you again. I do not want to say kill. I said it twice.
Unalive. Yeah,
There we
I
go.
do not want to say the word that I've said 8 times.
I will whack you again.
Yeah. Wait, unalive. I don't want to whack.
Yeah, so like that,
Whack.
I figured since it was Harry Potter, we were talking about Harry Potter. I was like, oh, Moaning Myrtle. Oh, I hate her so much. She was so annoying to me, and but you just you have no idea what we're talking about, huh?
Jensen, you need to watch Harry Potter,
It is actually really good,
and
and
then we'll do a Harry Potter episode.
yeah, like again, like you see me wearing a Hufflepuff and like just talking about our houses, kind of thing. Like I think that's going to be a good time. Hold on. Write that down. Write that down. Well, guys, anything you want to say about the fall season and just any greetings you want to have for people?
Spooky,
Yeah, I just
scary
wanna-
skeletons and shivers down your spine. Creepy
Uh,
ghosts will rock your soul and shake tonight.
I'm wearing a shirt that says "I'm here for the booze,"
Ooh.
like Ghost. And then I have one more thing to say about fall, and that is
Excellent. Jensen, what do you have to say? Or did you already say it?
I said my thing.
All right. But, anyways, guys, this will do it for our episode. It was a fun episode, and I feel like I need to apologize for lack of content on the channel. We are working on that. But, anyways, John, get back up here. I need you to rise. John, Jensen, thank you so much for joining me. And this is the first morning edition, so we got up so semi early in the morning just to do this. And we'll keep you all posted on my Twitter, which is the Garrett Man. All capitals, no spaces. All right, guys, say goodbye.
Bye.
goodbye.
Bye bye.